up. So look at the chat while we're here. Hi everybody, hi everybody. Hi Vicky and Nicole and Marianne. My good faithfuls. My good faithfuls are here. I don't know what's going on with my tablet. Helps if I press play. And then I can see what everybody else is seeing. Hi Cindy. Hello, hello. Bear with while I just get my tablet up and running because it's not doing anything. Oh, here we go. I think it's trying to catch up now. Fabulous. Right. We have a new pack today, and a new pack, which is good. Yeah. I need to get a move on and do some more packs though, because I'm kind of running a bit behind, it has to be said. My main problem is the fact that I oh, hi, Happy Apple. Your first ever live. Fantastic. Well, good you've joined us. Thank you. It's so nice. I'm glad you like my cards. It's always good to hear. Hi, Cynthia. Hi, Kerry. Yes, a new pack. Now then, there's a story behind this pack, which I'm going to get into in a minute. But yeah, I'm a bit behind with packs, so I need to get a move on. I have designed another one. However, I can't print it off because my printer died. Thankfully, my new printer has arrived. Oh dear, printers. So it decided it was going to chew up the paper and wrap it around the roller. And I was on the phone call to tech support for a while, and they couldn't fix it. But thankfully, I was within 3 days of the end of my warranty. So I was within my warranty by 3 days. I was so pleased. So I get a replacement printer. So that arrived today. So I'm going to set that up and everything. Hi Debbie in Australia. Hi Christine. Hi everybody. Yeah, so this is the new pack. Oh my goodness, let me just change my quality on my tablet because it is all grainy and horrible. And I need to put it on the highest quality. There we go. Then I can see. Fabulous, fabulous. Yeah, so this actually, this is called Dianthus Dreams. This is my new digital pack. So for those of you who don't know, I do digital packs on Etsy. I've got an Etsy shop, and I'll try and put the link below afterwards. There might be a link there now. No, I don't think there is. Anyway, at some point I'll try and put it below the actual video where it says more. So you got the date, you got the title of it, and then how many people watching, whatever, and then it says more. If you click on that, it should be in there. If not, it will be in there later. So this started off because I went out in my garden and I've got some Dianthus, and I didn't know they were called that. I was like, oh, they're pretty pink flowers. So I went out and I took some pictures of them. So this is actual pictures of my actual Dianthus from my garden. And then I went out and I just I've just sort of managed to mess around with them and make them into a paper. And then off the back of that, I've then chosen some green foliagey kind of, images to use. And then we've laid them up from there. So this pack's a little bit different from the normal ones. You get 12 sheets as normal, but you also get an extra 3 sheets with fussy cutty flowers. So I will show you in a moment. Thank you, Nicole. Yeah, so this is, it's all, I've used this up already. So I've already made one card, possibly 2. I couldn't find the other card, but I've definitely made 1, possibly 2 cards. So you've got the Dianthus from my garden, you've got green foliage, you've got this, which kind of goes from pink diamonds into pink and green diamonds, all the way into green diamonds. So I have definitely used it because that is not on the card that's there. So I don't know what card I've used that on. I've made a few recently. It'll be in a video coming up soon anyway. Then you've got this one, which is that green foliage, but with butterflies over the top. Then we've got this one, which you can't really see very well, but it's because I'm using it on today's card. So that's basically what it looks like. So that's my Dianthus, but put through AI, and that's what it came up with. Then this one is just like a foliage, kind of a blurry foliage with nice crisp pink butterflies on the front. And then this one is not, this is not the real thing, because this came out too blurry and I wasn't happy with it. So what this one actually is, and I haven't had a chance to print it off because of my printer, it's basically butterflies over, I think it was over this one. Can't remember. Anyway, it's one with butterflies on it, so that's not real. Okay, so this is the one I tried to do, and then when I printed it off, I was like, nope, not happy with that. So that is not that's not actually, that's just me printing it off and going not happy with it. And then there's this one, which is your Dianthus with the butterflies over the top, which is rather nice. And then you've got a pink satin, because we love our textures, and I did that satiny one for the So Fabulous pack, so I thought I'd do another one. And then these are the 3 extra sheets. So these are my actual Dianthus from my actual garden. I've done them in 3 sizes. Obviously you can size them up however you want to, but I've done them on 3 sheets. I've still called it a 12-piece pack, but it's not, it's actually a 15-piece pack. So yeah, so that's that. Right, let me just catch up on some of the comments. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Nicole. Sally, yes, you finally managed to connect. Hurrah. Oh, hello, Helen. From Tasmania, Australia. Hello. Thank you, everybody. Yes, I just thought I really like the pink and the green. So yeah, I thought we'd go for that. I said that doesn't exist, that one. Don't be expecting that because it's not in there, because it's a bit too blurry for my liking. But yeah, so these are the papers we're going to be using today. Well, exactly, Vicky. So you have got lots of opportunities to fussy cut in this, because you can fussy cut your butterflies out if you want to. So plenty of opportunities. I almost did a sheet with just butterflies on, but then I was like, no, let me just stick with the actual Dianthus themselves. Hi, Jeanette. Yes, I'm good. I've had 5 hours sleep last night, so you have to bear with me. But I'm caffeined up, so hopefully I won't get in too much of a mess. Thank you, Cindy. Good. I'm glad you like the pink and the green. So that is the pack for today. Now, it hasn't gone up. Okay, so here you are on the front. This shows you the other. So there are other sheets missing that I haven't printed off. So there is there a glitter one? Yeah, I think there's is this real? Is this the right front cover? Okay, don't know. There was a glitter one. There was a thingy bob one. There's some other ones in there. Okay, so yeah, bear with. This isn't completely correct, and this hasn't got all the papers. But as I said, my printer broke down, so I'm only using the papers that I printed off that I was happy with, and then the other ones I had to change, I don't think I've printed off yet. In fact, this isn't correct because that's still there and that shouldn't be there. So yeah, so it's a bit different. But I will be putting up, I didn't have time this morning, but after the live stream, I'll be putting up on Etsy the pack, and I'll also be putting up the short, so it will flip you through all the papers that are what you're going to get, and also it'll be on Instagram as well. But I'll do that after the live stream because it's been a bit busy, it's been a bit crazy, a bit frantic. So yes, haven't had a chance. Right, let's have a look. What else we got? So Nicole, fussy cutting rules. See, I don't like fussy cutting, but I just thought they're not that difficult to cut round. So hi, Robin. You love the papers. Good. I'm glad. Thank you, Debbie. I'm glad you love them too. And Edwina, thank you, thank you, thank you. Wonderful. So this is a card I made using the papers. This is not the card we're doing today, but it's just a card I made using the papers. It's awaiting a greeting on it. But I'm awaiting a delivery from Coco Rosa Studio. So I wanted to use one of their new dies on it because I've got a greeting which I think will probably go quite nice on it. But it just shows you the papers, how they can work together, and yeah, how it works. So that's that. Hi, Annabella. And we have to say happy birthday to Annabella for tomorrow because it's her birthday tomorrow. Am I right? I hope I'm right. It's Wednesday. I'm sure you said your birthday is tomorrow. So yeah. So the card we're doing today is a 5x7 version of a card we did a week or so ago. So I don't know if you remember this card, which was the 6x6 double canopy card. So I was thinking about how to do a 5x7, and initially I was thinking of it 5x7 long ways. But then I was like, what if I do it the normal way? So that's what we're doing. So we are doing, but it's different to this. So this is the one I whipped up this morning. It is quite chunky because I used 2 chunky papers. I'm obviously using my cacti prints, and I don't have a greeting on this yet because I literally did it this morning. So I actually done something for the front cover, and then when you open it up, you have this. Now, I don't like the fact you can see the tabs at the top. So the one we're going to do now will be slightly different. But this is, let me just move my camera a little bit because it's just a little bit too far pointing that way. So yeah, so this is the one we're going to be doing, and I haven't, as I said, oh, if I done it too far now, I think I might have done it too far. Let me just put that there because that's about where my working space is. And let me just angle my camera accordingly. Excuse me while it shakes around. So yeah, so that's the card we're doing today. And then obviously you'd have greeting on it. And if you wanted to, you could have another layer. So when we did the 6x6 one, we had two. So you had that layer and then you had another layer as well. So yeah, so you could do that. You could add an extra one on. I wanted to keep it sort of a bit more simple just in case, because I know with one of the cards I did, that seashell one that I did that went up on yesterday, I preferred to be able to see these papers. So yeah. So yeah, I know I love these papers. I haven't actually cut into this sheet until now, but I was like, this card deserves that sheet. Yes, it does, because you can see it in full whack. So when I put my greeting on, I need to make sure it's not very, you know, it's not taking up too much space. But as I said, I don't like it when you have it like this. You can see these. So on the one we're going to do today, we're going to make those not as tall, and then you don't see them. Yeah, there is lots of Aussies on today, isn't there? So anyway, so that's the card we're doing today. So I've called it a 5x7 double wing card, just because it's kind of like it's got little wings. It kind of is book foldy as well, but there is actually a book fold card, isn't there? So I didn't want to call it that. So yes. If you're watching this back and you're thinking, oh, it's too much chat, I will be doing this as a tutorial at some point. Can't tell you when, because school holidays have started as of this Friday. So yeah, things get a bit tricky. I'm not ahead at all. In fact, I would say that I am behind with things. But because I haven't sorted out my paper packs yet, I didn't really want to jump ahead with filming videos, because I'm going to need something to show off my papers. Right, so for this card, you are going to need a 5x7 card blank, or if you don't have that, you need a piece of 7x10 card. And what you're going to do is you're going to score it in the middle at 5 inches along the long edge and make yourself a 5x7. And then on the front, oh yeah, happy 4th of July to all the Americans. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. And happy birthday to my little kitten Popsy, because she's 1 today. Bless her little heart. She's finally an adult cat. Right. So anyway, what was I saying? So yes, you got your card blank. So on the front of your card blank, you want to stick a mat that is 4 3/4 by 6 3/4, and a pattern that's 4.5 by 6.5. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on now. Where's my pin gone? Oh, move my tablet out of the way. There it is. Oh, are they? Whereabouts are you, Debbie? Are you in? No, I don't know where. I'm not going to guess where you are. Yeah, see, it's a bit early for us, but it's because of the school he goes to. And so, yeah, they break up early. So he has 8 weeks summer holiday. 8 weeks! 8 weeks! Oh, my goodness. Thank you, Vicky. Happy meow day. Yeah, she's being just as mischievous as normal. Ah, dear. She is a bundle of mischief, it's true. She really is. I just wish her and the other one got on, that's all. But they don't. So I'm hoping when she chills out a little bit, maybe they'll just avoid each other and that'll be fine. Happy purry birthday. Absolutely. Oh, Sasha and Mal. So sweet. Oh, Debbie. Okay, yeah, in Australia. Ah, okay. Yeah. Yep. Oh, I see. Oh, right. Okay, so let me stick this down. I know. Well, the older one's called Pepsi, so we went for Pepsi and Popsy, which actually, in hindsight, wasn't a good idea, because when you're calling one, the other one thinks you're calling them. So it's, and also you get muddled up. She's like, Popsy, I mean Pepsi, and it's just, yeah, it gets a bit confusing. So I kind of wish we'd called her something else now, but it's kind of stuck, that name, so I'm afraid that's what she is. She's now Popsy. Yeah. Sadly, that's how it is. Right. It's funny actually, because I actually watched her being born, because her mum and dad are kittens that my friend has, or had. She had one of them. She's still got one. The other one she hasn't got anymore. And yeah, I watched them being born. Well, watched 2 out of the 3 of the litter being born. So that was a bit crazy. In fact, no, I watched one. Did I watch one being born? No, I watched one being born. The other one got born in the evening. Yes, so and it was the one I end up having. I end up seeing. Yeah. Right, so that's my front done. I should probably really carry on with the rest of what I want on the front, but I don't know yet exactly what I want, so I'm going to leave that. So on the inside, we want the same again. So we want 2 more pieces of mat that are 4 3/4 by 6 3/4, and 2 more pieces of pattern that are 4 1/2 by 6 1/2. So I'm going to go ahead and stick those down. So yeah, what's everyone's weather doing today as well? We've got cloudy. It was supposed to be rainy, but then the weather forecast changed, which is good because I've put some washing out. Managed to get it more or less done, but it keeps threatening to rain, so I've brought it in because I don't want wet. I do not want wet washing that should have been dried and now is not. So yeah, this card as well, by the way, you don't want to go too thick. So this card here is actually the 180 GSM multi-card pack from Dovecraft. It's double-sided, but it's perfect. It's not that thick, because otherwise you end up with a lot of layers. So that was the mistake I made on my cacti card. I used card that was too thick. So with this one I've tried to slim it down. Right, what have we got? Heavy rain and cloud, and cold today. Oh dear. See, we've had quite a lot of heavy rain. Raining all day. Oh, cloud and wind. Oh wow, okay. Cindy's got very hot today. It's supposed to be in the 90s. Well, you're kind of lucky if you like the heat. Yeah, it's not hot here. It's really quite chilly here. It really is quite chilly here. Also, just while I think about it as well, next week there will be no Tuesday live stream because I am away. So I will not be doing a live stream. I will be at the beach. Hurrah. Don't get to see the beach very often. But yeah, so I shall not be live streaming. I'm toying whether I'm doing the live stream on Friday. So obviously the one I did this Friday just gone was about papercraft basics, whereas normally I upload a video. And I was planning to do that again this Friday. However, I'm now wondering whether I'm going to have time. I might be able to. I'm not sure. We'll see. There will be a video of some description on Friday. I just don't know what yet. I will decide. I will put I'll schedule it. If I'm definitely going to be doing a live stream, I'll schedule it. So you'll see. If you hit the notification bell and click on all, you'll see if I'm going to be doing it or not. You helped Mel get some milk from Mum as a too big brother wouldn't let her feed. Oh, bless. Oh. Yeah, I was hoping that Popsy would keep Pepsi company, because Pepsi was a rescue and she was showing signs of like only cat syndrome, of because she used to bite me and just jump on me, and you know, she needs someone to play with clearly. But I think I left it too late because she is not impressed that I've brought a bundle of fluff home for her and they don't get on. Popsy, because she's only little, she just wants to play, so she keeps jumping on her and Pepsi's not happy. So she is not happy. Right, let's stick this down. Stick this down, stick this down. It'll be nice to have a break, although I have to say I won't be having a break because I'll be designing papers. I'll be taking my laptop with me and designing paper packs. Right, so there's your inside pieces. So that's your front, there's your inside. This is already feeling quite chunky, so yeah, just bear that in mind. Right, so for the pieces that go on the bits you see, so these bits here, you're going to need 2 pieces of mat that are 4 by 6, 2 pieces of base that are 4 by 6, 2 pieces of mat that are 3 3/4 by 5 3/4, and 2 pieces of pattern that are 3 1/2 by 5 1/2. So I'm going to go and stick these down. Were you guys supposed to be having a heat wave then? that was what was supposed to be happening. I'm hoping next week the weather's going to be nice. At the moment it's a bit of a mixed bag, but I'm really hoping it gets better and improves. It's not much fun being at the beach when it's pouring down with rain. So yeah, but we're used to British weather, so you never know. Thank you, Sally. Yeah, I really do like those cactus papers, and I haven't got to using that particular sheet of cactus paper yet. This is the first time. I keep putting off. I'm like, no, it needs to be a very good card to use that. I need to use those papers, and I decided that this card deserved those papers. So let's go ahead and stick this down to here. And then we'll work out what we need to connect it. So it is different from the canopy card, because obviously with the canopy card this was all one piece, but with this is just like extra bits you stick on. So that one is for that side, and this one is for this side. I was actually in the middle of designing a Christmas pack and printing it off to make sure it looked okay when my printer broke. So yeah, I don't know if that's because my printer's telling me no, it's too early for Christmas, or if, I don't know, it was just having a funny 5 minutes, or if it was thinking I'm going to break at some point, so I might as well do it now, 3 days before your warranty expires, so then you don't end up without a printer. So that might have been it. Okay, let's stick this onto the white piece. Right. Excuse me if my brain just went a little bit there for a moment. Right, there we go. So there's our two inside pieces. So now what I want to do is you want to grab two pieces that are about 4 by 4. Now mine are not quite 4 by 4, but it's fine. As long as you've got a 4-inch edge, then the other one is the height. And so you can change your height up depending on how you want to do it. So on the cacti one, I did it so that it was actually 6 inches wide. So it's actually a 4 by 6. Sorry, 6 inches high. But obviously that means then you can see the tabs. And I don't like the fact that you can see the tabs. So that's why I'm going a bit less. And I've also gone pink because A, this is thinner card, and so it won't be as bulky, but also because then it hopefully will blend in better with the background paper. So that was another reason why I went for pink for the matte card. Don't go too thin, but you obviously want to go, you know, reasonable. Yeah, it is a bit like that, Sally. It is a bit like that. I'm just glad, as I said, it was lit because I didn't even know. I couldn't even remember when I bought the printer, and he had a look and he was like, "Oh yeah, you're actually 3 days within your warranty." I was like, "Thank goodness for that." Thank you, Chris. Right, so you want to go with the 4-inch edge. So along the 4-inch edge, obviously this 4 by 4, both edges will be. But if you want to, you can go for, I don't know, 4 by 5 if you want to. If you want the height to be 5, I decided to go 4 inches because then hopefully you won't be able to see it. Whether it's going to stick well enough, I don't know. But along the 4-inch edge, you're going to score it the same as we did with the canopy. So you're going to do it at half, at 1, at 1.5, and then turn it around and go at half. Okay, so the same with this one. So half, 1, 1.5. Turn it round and then at half. So it's exactly the same as how we did the canopy. So you do half one end and then half 1.5 and sorry, half 1 and 1.5. Absolutely, Sally, and I do believe that was part of it. I really do, because I don't want to be buying a whole new printer right now. So I was like, and also the way it happened, because I wasn't going to print off my papers, I was just going to design them. But then because one of them looked a bit, I wasn't sure if it was going to be a little bit like grainy, I was like, you know what, let me go and print it off and then I'll decide, you know, which ones I want to keep. And so then I went downstairs. So I was like, thank you, Lord, that I came down and did that today, because I could have done that after the weekend and then it would have been too late. So you're scoring this the same way as you did with the canopy card. So you're doing a mountain, mountain, valley, mountain. Okay, so you end up with that. And we're going to do the same with this one. But yeah, so I was very glad. And the other thing as well, because he actually talked me through how to... The guy who was on tech support was very helpful, I have to say. I was very impressed. He was very helpful. No, not condescending. He was nice. He was chatty. Very, very helpful indeed. American guy. Very good. And yeah, we did like a little video call and he tried to talk me through. Absolutely, Sally, absolutely. He tried to talk me through it, but then he was like, no, you know what? I think we just need to order it, give you another one. I was like, great, thank you. Thank you, thank you. It does mean I haven't got any warranty now on this new one. But you know what? If it's a new one, then hopefully it'll be fine for a while. So if it sees me out another year, then that's good. Okay, so once you've done your two little pieces, you want to put red tape on the top and the bottom tabs. So this bit here and this bit here. And if you've got tape like mine that's not quite thick enough for your tab, then line it up against the side of the creased edge rather than the cut edge. It's more important that it's definitely stuck there. And the same over here. Obviously don't go over the folded edge, but just kind of push it more that way than the other way. So that's that one done. And then we do the same on this one. Hello, Lynn. Another Australian. Of course, a lot of Australians on today. Goodness me, what a lot. What a lot, what a lot. It's good to have you here. What time is it over there? It must be quite late. Because it's what? Almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon here. So it's got to be like 1 in the morning, isn't it, over there? Or maybe it's, I don't know, half 11, 12 in the night. It's got to be late, surely. Okay, so that is that. So there's your two pieces. Now, instead of sticking this down into the card first, what we're going to do is we're going to stick it onto the pieces. So if you take one of your pieces, I'm going to do the right hand side first. This edge here needs to have the single, just this one little tab, and the concertina part needs to be more towards, well, be the center of the card, because it's going to stick like that but on the back. So I'm going to turn this over. In fact, let me turn it this way around, not that way. So this is still the edge and this is the edge here, so that is going to stick on there like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to add glue. Oh, hello, British from Sweden. Yeah, cool. We've got somebody else who's Europe. Hi, Vicky. 9:57 p.m. Oh, okay, in Brisbane. Right, okay, cool. So that's not too bad then. That's kind of reasonable, that is. Ah, that's good. I had it in mind that it was some ridiculous time of the night, but thankfully it's not, so that's good. That's not too late. That's not too late. Okay, right, so we're going to turn this over. So as I said, the concertina bit goes on the other side. The one tab goes on the side that is going to be in the center. And you wanted to stick that down. I would make it as, good as you can top and bottom, central as you can top and bottom. So you end up with that. So there's your little piece. And then there's your concertina bit on the back. And then what you want to do, in fact, let me do the other one first, and then we'll stick them in. So this one is going to be the opposite way around. So instead of being on this side, it's going to be on this side, because that's where the center is. So that is going to be on there, on there like that. So if I turn that over, it's going to be like that. Sandra, where am I going to Lays? I'm going to Ilfracombe in North Devon. Beautiful, beautiful place. I've been there before, because we went to Watermouth Castle a few years ago now, when my son was small. We went to Watermouth Castle just along the coast, and we popped into Ilfracombe a few times actually. It was actually pouring down with rain when we went, but anyway, still beautiful. But yeah, really nice. So I'm very much looking forward to it. I do like Devon and Cornwall, so can't wait. Hi, Carolyn. 5 in the morning. Goodness me. Wow. Thank you for joining us. That's all I can say. Thank you for joining us. 5 in the morning. I actually woke up at 5 in the morning. I didn't want to, but I did. So I know how 5 in the morning feels. Right, okay, so then what we're going to do, I'm going to stick this one down first, is I'm just going to take the backing off. If you want to take the whole thing off, you can. I'm going to do it in sections just to be on the safe side. And then what we want to do is turn this over, and then this is going to go central on this panel. Now, if you want to, you can put it right in that crease in the center. But I like the idea of it being, kind of, you know, what's it, in the center, popping up. And then we just need to take the rest of this off, and if you fold it flat, and then it just sort of flaps up like that. So if I just show you, so because I've made that smaller now, you can see it there, but because I've made it smaller, it just means that when you stand it up, you can't see the tab like you could on this one. And I prefer that. I prefer the fact you can't see the tab. So I actually prefer that. So although you've got this is loose and you haven't got anything connecting that top and bottom, it's not too bad. So that was like a 4x4 essentially. Okay, so that's that one. So then we're going to do the same with this one, but this obviously goes the other way around. So it's going to open up that way around. So we're going to take, in fact, let me take the bottom bit up, and then I'll match up the top, I think. So you can take the whole thing off. If you use wet glue, you've got a bit of wiggle room time. But I didn't want to have to worry about it sticking where it shouldn't be sticking, you know, if it kind of drizzles out or whatever. Oh, oof, right, let's turn this over, bring this in. So let's get this at the top. It's going to be about there, I think. Yeah, about there. And then let's just take this off. There we go. And then this one in here. Like that. There we go. So you just want to stick it nice and flat. And then you end up with that. Oh, got a bit of a crease there for some reason. Yeah, I quite like that. In fact, I prefer that to the other ones. I prefer the fact that it actually looks like they're floating. Unless you really look underneath it, you can't see how they're being held up. Whereas with the other one, it is very obvious because you can see the top. You can see the top tabs, the two, like the holdy uppy pieces. So yeah, so I'm happy with that. That's worked out much better. Because even when it's on your mantelpiece, you'd have to be literally looking down on it to see it. So I'm happy with that. Yes, happy 4th, everybody in America. That's all right, Jill, don't worry. Hello, hello. Right, so now we just need to work out what sentiment we want. Now I have got a sentiment that I meant to put on another card, but then I forgot about it. So I've got happy birthday cut out here, and I was thinking that might work well on the front. However, I'm just wondering, A, if it's the right font, and B, if it needs something else on it. Let's have a look. H. A. Oh, is that the wrong H? I think that's the wrong H. I want this H here. H. A. P. P. Y. This is that die from In Love Art Shop, and I really liked it, so I thought let me cut it out of foam and white and then kind of back it and then stick it on. Now I feel like I might need a backing on this. Well, I don't want to hide too many butterflies. I don't know whether I like this or not. I'm not sure. Let's have a look. I think I might need that on something. Don't know about this. You made the pop-up panel card. Great. I'm glad, and it came out good. I'm glad it came out well. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I'm not sure about this. I feel like it needs to be like if I'm going to use this greeting, it needs to be on something. Part of me doesn't want to use it, and I want to wait until I get my dies through, my new Coca Rosa dies. But yeah, I don't know. Let me see if I've got a random circle already cut. or something already cut that I could use, because I have a little box here, and every time I cut out, yeah, it is kind of like a book style. It is. I've not ever done a book card, so, but it is sort of like a book style. Yeah, I don't know how they do the book cards, if that's, you know, if that's how they do them. I don't know. I've never done one. So if it is how they do the book card, then I guess that's it. But I haven't actually ever done it. So yes. Fussy cutting. Yes, I thought about fussy cutting some flowers, but then I still feel like it needs to be on something. Like it needs to be good. Thank you, Britta. I'm glad that I'm glad you find them easy to follow. I am glad. That's good to hear. I like to be straight to the point. I don't like messing around. I mean, I'm messing around now, but you know what I mean. So I've got these butterflies that are pre-cut, but I don't think they're gonna get unstamped. Yes, I might have to cut something out, but I don't know what. What do I want to cut out? Yeah, Sally, I'm tempted. I am tempted. Unless I just use the new one on the inside. I'm trying to think which dies I've got coming. Because there's a thank you. There's a big birthday wishes die. There's a few. And I've deliberately kept that one I showed you just now. This one. I am waiting for my new dies for this one. Because I filmed this. As a tutorial. And so I just thought, let me wait for my new dies. I don't know if they're going to come before or after my holiday. That's the only thing. Maybe cut a piece of foam backing to pop the letters. Yeah, I have done. So on the back here, you've got purple foam. And then on the top, I've just cut it out again. I've got white card. They were done deliberately because they were supposed to be on a different card. That fanfold card, in fact. The fanfold card that I did for... Yeah, see, Sandy, I agree with you. I don't think that greeting goes with this card. Right, put them back in the pot. They've been sat on my desk for a while, these have. Yeah, I was thinking about vellum. But I just don't know. This greeting is not for this style of card, I don't think. I think this card needs more of a kind of a swooshy font, if that makes sense. I don't know if that's the type of font, a swooshy font, but you know what I mean. I think it needs more of a swooshy type font. So I'll put my little letters back in my little pot, and we'll go and have a look in my we'll have a look in my die folder and see if we have anything suitable. I'm trying to think what dies I've got coming as to which, you know, what would work. You think it's beautiful? Yeah, I did think about vellum. Vellum looks good. Oh, the other thing I was going to say was, you know, with dies like this, which are like your edger dies, or with like border punches, you could do that on here. And I did actually on my original, on my sample one, which I can't see. I thought it was on my desk, but I can't see it. Where has it gone? Oh, here it is. So this was the one I made like out of just basic things. And I did it, I actually border punched the edges. So that's another idea. So if you've got like a border punch, or if you've got like, you know, an edger die, you could do that. And that's quite a cool idea. Right, so you're saying you think it's beautiful the way it is. Maybe just a circle greeting at the top left so don't cover those beautiful butterflies. Yeah, see, I was wondering if I could get a butterfly and have happy on one wing and birthday on the other. So kind of like I have a happy and a birthday kind of thing or something. I don't know. This would go nicely with it. See, that would be quite nice maybe as a panel here. I don't know, there's lots of different... a sentiment on the belly band. I don't like belly bands. I have a thing about belly bands. I don't know why, but I do. Let me have a quick look through and see if there's anything at the back. So like that would be quite good. That die would probably work quite well. Let me just move over so you can see it. Oh, That die there would work quite well. Put the greeting on and fussy cut butterflies to bring them forward. Yes, that might be an option. Because I was thinking about doing just like maybe like a smallish greeting and then have some, and then fussy cut the butterflies over the top. I have got the flowers, but I think that's going to be too much. I can see this with vintage papers and maybe some softly roughed up. Oh yes, roughed up pages inside, so like an old book. That would definitely work, Karen. That would be good. That would be very good. Right, let me just see. This. I like this die, but you can't get it anymore. So although I really like it, I don't want to use it because then I've had people ask me recently, like, oh, where did you get the die from? Like it's Coca Rosa, but they haven't got it anymore. So this is quite a nice die because it's small. I do use this a lot, so that's a possibility. We've got some more towards the edge. See, these are quite nice as well. These might work. These are tonic ones, but I'm wondering, see this, and just have it going across the middle. So we could have probably a birthday, but like a birthday wishes, like this one. Birthday wishes, and just have it just going across the middle. Or even maybe slightly, or down, not down the top, maybe down there, and then fussy cut. Maybe. That would work, yeah. You think that would work? I think that might work. I'm just turn it around just so you can see the birthday wishes. That might work. I think if I do it a bit lower, if I go middle, I'm going right through those two butterflies. But I could fussy cut this one and this one and this one out down the bottom. Yeah, you could do it down. I was thinking kind of about there, because then you're kind of missing the majority of that one and you're only covering the tip of that one. And I could just do it in pink diagonally. Oh yeah, maybe I could do that. I'd slice through it. Let me just turn it around so I prefer to be able to see what I'm doing. I could do it like that. You'd slice the top of the tip off, but like that, diagonally across top left. Right, who do we think we like the diagonally down the middle like that? I quite like that, because that's the way the butterflies are going. Normally I'd do things this way, but because the butterflies seem to be all going that way, that's why I'm inclined to go that way. Yeah, the vote is this way. Okay, cool. And so then with that in mind, do we think we should use the shadow bit and go pink? So I'm just wondering whether we cut out the shadow piece. This is the shadow bit. We cut that section out in the pink matte, and then the birthday wishes we do in maybe an iridescent, so it's a bit lighter and pops. I think that would work. I think that would work. Let me just put my dies to one side. Oh, there we go. God, how heavy they are. Yeah, I think that would work. So let's get a piece of pinky paper, and it's not going to be too thick. And then the inside. Oh, that's a whole nother realm what we do on the inside. Might just, I don't know, we'll have to think about that in a minute. It's a bit that takes the time, isn't it? There we go. So the card pack I'm using is this one, the A4 colour card pack. 50 sheets, 5 colours, 10 of each, 180 GSM. That's what I've used for the mat. Really good. It's this pink one here. Really good value this is. I'm using it a lot. Right, so says Cynthia. As in you're not sure, or as in you like it. Right, let me just move my bits off my die cutting machine, and then I'm going to go. It doesn't need to be. Does it need to be bigger than that? I'm going to go lengthways just to make sure. Maybe black shadow to make it pop. Okay, because what I was thinking was this, and then let me get the paper. Bear with. And then I was thinking of using this for the greeting, because it's kind of similar. It's an iridescent, but it's kind of a little bit pinky and it looks a bit like these. So that's what I was thinking. This is really thin, so it should cut out nicely. I can put tape behind it, stick it down. It might be it might not cut completely right, but hopefully it will. So that's what I was thinking. This is actually gift wrap. I have got some of this in the first edition Trimcraft paper pad Chasing Rainbows, I think it's called. They have actually got this, but I discovered a roll, well, part roll of that. I just want to know if I can do it with this. Can I do it with this, or am I going to come a cropper? I don't want to risk it. I feel like I can, but I don't know. Can I? Let's have a look. I think I can. I think I can go this way. I'm going to go this way. And then we're going to work out. So let me just think about this. Sorry if I've just knocked you. I didn't mean to. Right, let's just work out where we're going. In fact, let me cut it out first. That might be a good idea, mightn't it? Let's cut this out first, and then we know how much we need. So I reckon about like there. So we can trim that off. I'm going to go a little bit further just to make sure. Let's put some double-sided tape on the back of that before I put it through the what's it, and then we can work out the backing piece. Okay, middle for diddle, indeedy. Right, so I'm just going to put some double-sided tape on the back. Ooh. There we go. I'm just wondering, actually, I might on Friday, because I really wanted to keep the paper crafting basic series going on a Friday, just for now, just for the time being. So I'm wondering whether I just do a video about paper crafting I can't even talk, about paper crafting basics, and just upload that for Friday, because I think that I'm going to be a bit too busy on Friday to do a live stream. But then, having said that, I'm going to be too busy to edit a video as well, so I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Stay tuned. I might do a live stream, but it'll be similar to the one I did last Friday, so not a lot of chatting, more just getting on with it. Good. I'm glad you did. I actually really enjoyed it. It was really nice, and it was good as well, because I'm glad I did it as a live stream, which is making me think I am going to do it as a live stream on Friday this week, because it meant that you guys could just input what you wanted to input, and then when I missed something, talking to you also then helped me think, oh, hang on, I need to cover that. Oh, hang on a second, I need to cover that, etc. So, yeah, so I quite enjoyed doing the live stream. So I think it might be a live stream. I just need to get myself going with packing and all the rest of it. Right, let's just snip that there and snip it up here. Doesn't matter if it's not in line, because it's going to be off the page anyway. And then just pull all this out like that. Oh, that's it, like that. There we go. Because it's really, really, really light card, it's not even card, it's paper, it should all pop out really nicely. Oh yes, look at that. That is a work of art. That is quite stunning. Right, let me just oh, why are these pieces not coming out? Come on, come out. Okay, I'll have to get these out later, I think. Okie doke. And then we just need to sort out the other bit. Right, so if that goes there like that with a little tiny edge, then what we need to do is this one needs to go about, I reckon, about there. Is that level? Not quite. Just bring it down a little bit. There we go, that's level. So let me stick this down. I'll try and stick it not on the bit that I need, in case it decides to tear the paper. Oh, I have just stuck a little bit there. Right, okay, that's that. I'm just going to trim that extra bit off as well. Because otherwise, when you run it through, it makes it creased. Right, let's just cut this out. out. Is it through the die cutting machine? Off camera. There we go. Right. So here we go. Let's just take that off. And this side as well. There we are. Okay. Right, so now we can go ahead and stick this down. Hopefully it'll peel quite well. It's going to be a bit fiddly. Cindy, you like the live streams, you also like the basics. You haven't been making cards for too long, still trying to get the hang of it in some areas. Yeah, I have to say, even though I've been doing it for a few years now, I don't know everything by any means. I definitely don't. I'm still learning stuff. There's still stuff I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, but I think that's a good way to be, because then, you know, there's always new techniques and things coming up, isn't there? Oh, excuse me. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to do it on the edge of the desk so that I can actually see it without sticking my head in the way. Oh, there we go. Come on, you, off you come, mister. There we go. It's this edge piece. The next bit should be fine, because it should be one long strip. It's just these little bits here, because I had to put 2 strips on. Oh gosh, there we go. Right, so then let's take this off. Oh, almost. There we go. Very satisfying, that is. Okay. And then we have to get it lined up. And it's all sticky. Excuse me if my head gets in the way. About there, about there. I think. Yep. There we go. Just turn it over. That's another little tip if you're doing this sort of thing. Turn it over. As soon as you've got it kind of pressed down, turn it over, and you can give it a really good press. And then you have to. I don't have to worry about messing up your little letters. Now the problem we might have is you might not be quite long enough, but hopefully it will be. We will see. Thank you, Karen. I got a C for GCSE maths, so I'm not the best, but I never thought I was going to need maths quite as much as I have used it in the past. Right, I reckon about there, and what I'm going to have to do, I reckon if we cut it level with, the mat, I reckon, because then I can have it there. Now my other question is, I kind of feel like I want to give these a bit of space, in which case I obliterate this one, I sacrifice that butterfly so that we can see these. What do we think? Do we think we sacrifice this little one, or do we think we cut through the middle like that? Cut through the middle or sacrifice? What do we reckon? Tell me in the comments. That's through the middle. That's a sacrifice. Let me know. What do you reckon? Hello, Zanya. Good to see you. Good to see you. Middle, says Lynn. One for the middle. Oh, you're from Australia as well, Zanya. Oh my goodness, we've got lots of Aussies on today. Caroline says middle. Okay, so we're going for the middle. The middle's getting the top votes. Cut through the middle. I think it's middle, isn't it? Really? I think that's overwhelmingly the middle. Yes, middle. Right, okie dokie. Middle it is then. So let's get a pencil. So assuming that's going to be there like that, that's going to go straight down to there, and this is going to go through there and through there. So let me just stick some tape on the back. Middle and move to the right a little bit. Now I want to move it to the right a little bit, Cindy, but the only problem is this corner cannot go any further than there. Otherwise, if it goes here, it's going to look weird. So it has to go there. So my B, so I could have done with moving it up a bit more. So I'm going to have to do it like that. The other question is, do I raise it up on pads? Or do I... I think pads might be a good idea. If it's flat, I think pads. I'm going pads. I think just a little bit of pads. Just because of... then it kind of gives the butterflies a bit more breathing space, I feel. I feel the butterflies need a bit of space. Their personal space is being invaded. I don't think I have foam tape that's thin enough. I might have somewhere. Oh, I've got that silicone stuff. That silicone stuff would have been good, actually. Yeah, I'm going to use the silicone stuff because it's see-through. And I'm pretty sure it's thin enough. And it'll be quicker than sticking down a shed load of pads. So, let me get my foam tape. And I think I'm going to put it away after that basics video. Quickly grab it. Grab, okay. Is it that one? It's that one. Is it that one? Yeah. That one. Yeah, it's that one. There we go. Dot and dab silicone tape. Now, I thought I had a single one, but I don't know where it's gone, so we'll just use this one. Right, so this is what I was saying in my basics video. This is that silicone foam dot and dab silicone foam tape, and it is very, very sticky. I can literally very sticky indeed. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to take, because this is a new one, I'm just going to take this and I'm going to cover the sides with talcum powder. I mean, it's so very sticky. I can't even get this off. It's just, oh gosh. Right, this is very sticky. Super sticky. There we go, a bit. Oh gosh, it really is sticky. Oh my goodness me. Because it's basically red tape. It is. So let's just go over the edges of what is exposed with this. And then, as you can see, I don't even know if I'm going to win this battle. Oh my goodness gracious. Right, where's the end of it anyway? There it is there. Okay. Oh my days. This is the only problem with this, is it can get very sticky. And it's been a while since I've used it, so it's been through heat and stuff as well, so that won't have helped it. When am I going to get that out? Okay, let's just cut through this backing. There we go. You can now watch me wrestle with some silicone tape. Okay, we're going to do our best. Let's just take that off. It's really weird stuff because it's like jelly. But yeah, it's perfect size for this. Oh, it does stretch if you're not careful, like this is doing here. It's because it's not coming away from the backing. It does get a bit jellified. Now, I don't normally have this much trouble. It's just not behaving itself. Because it's sticking to that backing. So I do need to get it off the backing at some point. It is a workout, yes. It's not normally this bad. It's just because it's a new one. I did have one in my drawer, but I've obviously used that up. Okay, let's just trim that there. It's because it's still stuck to the plastic packaging. So you're fighting with plastic packaging. Yeah, and it's not very happy. It's not happy. It's like, I don't want to come out from the packaging, thank you very much. I'm quite happy being here. Let me just cut down here. Oh. I don't normally have this much trouble with it. Because I like this stuff because it's see-through. But it would have to be now, wouldn't it? Okie doke, Sally. Hospital visit to go to. Okay, I hope it goes well. Thank you very much. Yes, we'll see you in a week's time. Oh my days, can't hear. Gosh, it doesn't help. I've only had 5 hours sleep as well. So bear that in mind. Bear that in mind. Okay, there we go. We got there in the end. Made a bit of a mess of it, but we got there in the end. But you know it's strong at least. It's finally across the room. So you know, if I was by myself, I might not have persisted. But because I'm on a live stream, you have to just take a deep breath and yeah. Oh, you know what I haven't done? I need to do. I should have done before I cut that off. Is actually cut the angle. But anyway, we're going to do it now. There we go there. And this one goes that way. Like that. My big scissors in. My big scissors that mean... Yes, there will be. There will be a regular tutorial for this card. I don't know when, but there will be one. There will be one. Right, through the middle. The only problem with this is you have to stick it straight away. So once it's down on the card, it's basically stuck. There, like that. There we go. There we go. It's through the middle. It's through the middle. We got there in the end. Hurrah! And then there's just the inside as well. Oh yeah, no, Zanya, I can imagine. I can imagine that would be an absolute just yeah. It's a shame because it is good tape, but yeah, I think the trick is once you've got it out of its packaging, it's not so bad. There is still a few little problems with it, but it's not too bad. But I like the fact it's so strong. That's the thing, and I like the fact it's see-through. The see-throughness does it for me. But yeah. Okay, so that's the outside. Fussy cut butterflies, and then on the inside, see again, it needs a greeting, but so again with your message, what I was thinking about on the front, I was thinking about having like a top fold or whatever on the front to write your message, or you could do it on the back. You could probably write your message on the back. So yeah, so on the inside, I don't know what to do. I'm not sure. I might wait for my other dies for the inside. But you get the picture. But you get the idea. But yeah, so it's quite a nice card. I definitely prefer these tabs to the other tabs. So that is that one. I'm probably going to stop there because otherwise I'm going to make a mess. I know I am. And then that's the other one again, which still doesn't have a greeting on it because I'm going to wait. But yeah, so there you go. That's your card. So I called it a 5x7 double wing card, but I'm wondering whether I should call it a 5x7 book card. I don't know. Thank you, Marianne. We'll see you again at some point. Yes, Karen, there is. So I've got some pinflair sat here on my desk, looking at me, going, "Why are you not using me, Louise?" I've got this pinflair silicone glue, which does do the same. But if I want even, you know, lift, then I will use foam rather than silicone glue. So yeah. Thank you, Devonus Creative Creations. Wow, it sounds like you're creative as well. Cool. Book style. Yeah, okay. So I might call it a 5x7 book style card then. I might call it that because that's kind of what it is. I don't know how they do the other one. Pinflair. Yeah, pinflair. Good old pinflair. So so yeah. So that is the card for today. So we've done quite well, really. That didn't take too long. But yeah, but go over to, well, don't go over yet. When you see the short go up for the Dianthus Dreams pack, then you can head over to Etsy. If you're on this stream and you're a member and you haven't yet chosen your June paper pack, please let me know which one you would like. Okay, because I've got 2 people and I can't remember what names they were, which people it was, but I've got 2 people. I think it's Anna Marie, Treasures of the Heart, and also one other person I can't remember. Carol Darridge. I haven't had your request through, so please let me know. And yeah, and then thank you, everybody. Yes, I will have. I'll hopefully have a very nice holiday. Hopefully. You never know. Yeah, so I'm now going to go. I'm going to go and put this pack up on Etsy, sort out the short, sort out the Insta reel, and then it will be obviously available for you to purchase on Etsy. So yeah, so I am going to go. Oh, good, thank you, Sanya. Oh, that's really nice to know, Sanya. My videos are therapy. Wow, okay. Karen, I'm going on vacation to North Devon, so I can't wait because it's beautiful scenery around there. Last time I went was many years ago, and we absolutely loved it. It's quite a long drive to get there from here, but about 3 or 4 hours, I think. But yeah, right. I'm going to run off and go and get this pack up on Etsy, and get the short up, get the reel up, etc. And I will see you. I'll probably see you on Friday. Probably. Yeah, I'll probably see you on Friday. I'll probably do a paper crafting basics on Friday. Just because it's, you know, I've sort of started it. I don't want to stop now. Or because obviously next Friday will just be a normal video. And then over the school holidays, I don't know how much live stream I'm going to be able to do extra to my Tuesday. So we'll see. But yeah. So I'm going to take you off the ceiling now so that then you can see. This is where it goes all wobbly, but it means I can switch it off. So yeah, there we go. So that's that one. And then that's the cacti. I do like the cacti one. But yeah, so I will see you all on Friday potentially. If not, it'll be in just over a week's time. So yeah, have a good week, have a good next week, and I'll see you the week after. You'll see, if you make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, and then you'll get a notification of when my next live stream is. Okie doke, see you next time, people. Bye.